Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stuff that was added to the global files today with today's implementation of update. Of course, you got Valencia's banner and some other stuff that's not currently, playable in the game, but is in the files. Which, by the way, whatever is added to the files does not mean will come in the next update. So whatever is here does not, and I mean there's a lot, does not mean it will come out in the next update. It was probably just them putting the files to prepare for something. Some stuff might come next update, yes, but I do not hold expectation, especially for one of the things that was added. But yeah, and this is very true with one of the things that was added a long time ago, which was Red Escanor. The files for Red Escanor were added to the files with Green Escanor. They probably just went both in one. Of course, Green Escanor was added to be released, right? And he was added right after his files were implemented. But the red one was added with him. They probably just wanted to put them together just because and just prepare for whenever he does come out. And by the time we were hoping that Red Escanor and Green Escanor would be a banner together. That would have been really good. Unfortunately, no. But, again, that's why I mentioned this right now, just because. So, yeah, of course, we got the banners for Valenti and Merlin, which are public. But we also have this that was implemented. Now, this is in the global files. But it's in Korean. I don't know. Oh, we got the Knighthood boss. I haven't opened global, but I don't know if it's already implemented. But it shouldn't be because it's supposed to be on the reset. But this boss, I will make a guide for it as soon as it's implemented. It's already been on JP for a little while, so we kind of already know the strategy. It's kind of the same strategy as the previous guild boss, but the current one that global has, the difference being that this one you cannot freeze, right? You cannot freeze or petrify him. I mean, you couldn't petrify him anyways, but you cannot freeze him to do extra damage. So you need to do raw damage, and he is blue. Wait, he's blue, right? I think so. I don't know what element he is. Let me take a quick look. Okay, I just checked on GP and yes, he is blue. So one of the things is that he is very easy to get points on. You can easily reach the amount of points needed by just beating him. Like legitimately, I remember when he first came out and we were like, oh, this is so good because we got like 5 point something K points just by beating him with no stress, like first try. But then we realized that you can get so many points on him. And if you want to be competitive with your guild, you're gonna need to get such high points, and they require so much RNG, much more than the previous one. So, for casual players that just want the rewards, this boss is actually pretty good, because you can get the rewards very easily. But for like me and my guild that try to go for like very high rankings, it's the worst thing ever. But yeah, most people, like 99% of you guys watching, this is gonna be a great boss. So that's great. That's actually great. Valencia, of course, was added, the boss, blah, blah, blah. So this was added to the global files. And this is when I say, this is not coming next update. This is not coming next. I saw people on Twitter saying that they think Lost Vein is coming. No. If you don't know, this is the silhouette for Lost Vein Meliodas. But he is not, and I repeat, not coming out next week, because next week is the 100-day celebration. The way that they word in the patch notes, right? I'm opening the patch notes real quick on the official forum, right? The way they word the patch notes, they keep reminding you that this is the eve of the celebration. So blah blah blah. Where do they say it? Right, let me take a look real quick. Yeah, eve of the 100-day celebration update. So this, isn't the full celebration. So there will be more stuff, and there will be, maybe interesting stuff, but no Lost Vein. Global is not ready for Lost Vein Meliodas. He is such an unbalanced character. He literally changed how PvP works on the Japanese and Korean version. He's not coming out, alright? Neither is Matrona. Matrona is garbage, by the way. But neither is Matrona. So she's just recent GP. Halloween melee was added to the files. That's interesting. So, the Halloween units, of course, it's so bad that, you know, these characters are tied to seasons. Because if we go by, of course, he's a Halloween character, so he should come out on Halloween. You're gonna have to wait until October for this character. And one of the characters that come out of the update was Green Gilla, which was a free 6 out of 6. But who knows if she's gonna be free on global, right? Because Green Lilia wasn't, but but she was a free 6 out of 6, and she was a great free 6 out of 6 because she's an okay unit, but she's a link for Jericho, and she's so useful. Halloween melee is garbage. Blue Elaine, which also comes with the Halloween, was actually pretty good, but again, this was just added. Now, this is where things get interesting. Melascula is a coin shop unit, but I also saw... Wait, Why did I just run through? Monspiet. So, Monspiet's costumes were added to the files, which is really interesting. Now, this is Hellbrim. This Hellbrim right here is currently the only unit that is in my box that has the wanted poster, because he is a top 100 unit. Global just got the top 100 playlist. If you don't know how it works, you play 100 matches, and you place with those points from the 100 matches into the top 100, and if you get top 100 4 times, you qualify for Hellbrim, right? He is very bad. He is very, very bad. He is a collectible unit. They stated that he is just for collection, and the units that are going to be rewarded by the top 100 playlist are only going to be collection based, and they will not be good, because the people that got top 100 should not just have exclusive unit that's like super broken, right? So if you don't care about him, yeah, I didn't care about him until recently, so I am going to be getting him, but it's very stressful. I was in Spam and Dry, oh my god, Spams chat earlier today, and they were like, yeah, are you better than 100 whales? Can you really get top 100? Are you better than 100 big boy whales? Because people that play this playlist have like 200 and something K natural CC. So yeah, Red Melascula is an interesting one because she's a coin shop unit and she should not come out in a while. But this is interesting. The Monspiet cosmetics. Now, Monspiet released with Blue Demon Meliodas. And sorry about the sirens. I have my window open because it's really hot. But Monspiet released with Blue Demon Meliodas. So I think that he will be a Hawk Pass unit because Monspiet, he's alright. If you don't know what he does, I'm just gonna quickly just show what he does. Monspiet, he has the same card as Askener, right? And then he also has a weak point card similar to Blue Gopher. His passive is that he takes 30% less damage from ults. But the issue is this combo of cards just doesn't work. Like, he has good pierce rate, but it just doesn't work. His ultimate is pretty bad as well. Removes all stances, inflicts 280 and applies to ignite. Look at that, it's so low, right? Not a good unit at all. So I don't think he'll just get like a proper just single banner, you know? And how Hawk Pass has been working, they are clearly choosing units that weren't profitable on GP and just making them a Hawk Pass unit and just adding them to the general SR pool, right? So that's good. I think Monspiet will be the next Hawk Pass unit. They just added his things, right, of course. And then they also added, again, this is from Matrona, did not expect her. Dariari's thing. Esther was, like, again, they're just adding these things just because, right? Just because should be prepared. Esther, don't expect these characters, especially Easton, to come out anytime soon. Monspiet again. Hellbrim's card as well. Of course, is the ticket. Now, this is where things get interesting. So, they just added Super Boss Gopher's medal. Now, Super Boss is, personally, my favorite activity in the game. And Super Boss Gopher was when I started playing the game. This boss is so fun. And a peace of mind is that when Super Boss Gopher came out, was when Lilia came out, because she is tailor-made for the raid. She's not made for it, but she really helps because of the mechanics implemented. in the raid. So yeah. Also, I'm skipping a lot of things. Green Lilia's image. I'm sorry. Blue Lilia. Blue Lilia's image and Blue Lilia's coin was also added. Now again, doesn't mean it's next update, but she is definitely coming very, very soon. And with Super Boss Gopher also, being introduced in the files, she should come out. I would expect her to come out a week before Super Boss Gopher. So it's weird because banners usually last for 2 weeks on the Japanese version and the Korean version, but on global they tend to last only a week for some reason. So Valencia's banner right now lasts only 1 week, which is stupid. But if they release her a week earlier, she might leave before the Super Boss. How they usually do is they release the unit a week earlier, so you can summon for the unit, and they release the boss, and then you realize, oh, I need to summon for the unit because it's good for the boss, and really hope they do it like that. But Lilia and Super Boss Gopher should be coming out in a very, very soon. I really want to say, I really want to say that Blue Lilia is coming out next week because it would make sense. Lilia is the perfect partner for Meliodas, and they wouldn't just let Meliodas be alone without his partner for so long, right? And Valenti's banner, like I said, Valenti's banner is leaving next week, so there is going to be a new banner next week. There is going to be a new banner next week. We just don't know who it is, right? Also, I have no idea what this ticket means. I played JP since, a few, months ago. Don't recall. If someone can tell me what this ticket means, please. I do not recall what this ticket means. But it could just be a random thing in the files. Like I said, this is the Hellbrew from the top 100. He was never a summonable unit. He will never be a summonable unit. I honestly hope they put him in the Genesis art pool because it's not that he's very bad. Just so you guys have an idea what he does. He is really bad. His stats are bad. Poisons and removes debuffs of one ally, grants debuff immediately for 1 turn. Removes debuffs, increase basic stats for 20. His level 3 is literally a worse version of Arthur's level 3. It's all allies, but increase basic stats by 20%, grants for 2 turns. It's literally Arthur's level 3, but worse. And then his ult freezes for 1 turn. He's really bad. When the heroes form or ultimate gauge, allies are immune to stun, petrification, or freeze. This is not the worst thing ever, but not great either. So he's very bad. You don't even need to stress about having him. But oh yeah, almost forgot. Hammers finally. People keep when I'm streaming and I'm in the section of gears. People keep asking me what hammers do. Hammers are upgradation. I was about to say upgradation. Upgrading the base stat of the roll to just increasing it. It doesn't reroll. It doesn't reroll the stat. It just upgrades it. Not the raw, gear stat. Just the rerolling stats that you have. The 2% extra attack, 2.5% extra attack, and it can go from being just 0.1 extra to maximum. But in general, expect 0.1s. That's what you usually get. I don't recall what this is. I've seen this in the file so many times, and I don't recall what this is. This is probably something to do. Again, these Christmas thingies, having these events that are set with a specific holiday are just weird for the global version, because if you guys have to wait until New Year's to get the New Year's costumes, which allow you to choose what raid you want, that's annoying to say the least, man. Because I recall, these costumes, they were, if you don't know what I'm talking about, these 3 units right here. Meliodas was a green Demon Meliodas, blue Jericho, and red Elizabeth. Mistype. Red Elizabeth. This one. They come with costumes that let you choose what raid you want. Meliodas lets you choose Crimson, Jericho lets you choose Grey Demon, and Elizabeth lets you choose the red demon. Now, the costumes can be put in another Elizabeth or another Demilio's or another Jericho. So you can easily just, you know, choose, today I want to do 6 gray demons. So you just put a blue Jericho or whatever SR Jericho in the back, or if even this Jericho if you want, put the costume on and you just grant you the gray demon. Very useful. And initially you could only get it if you summon the character, but then they let you buy it. So yeah, these costumes are very useful. Initially when they came out, I was like, you don't need them, because logistically you need all the raid materials, so you don't even need to choose what raid you want, and you can just get invites. But it's so convenient, and it's so convenient. Having it's so convenient. So if you have to wait until New Year's for that, knowing that this exists, even, that's just annoying, man. So I really hope, I don't know what they can do, because they can just say screw it and just release it whenever. Especially the New Year's one, who cares? The Halloween one is more like, you know, I don't know. But the New Year's one, they can just release whenever they want. So yeah, from the leaks, the thing I'm most excited for is, especially, you know, Lilia coming to global is very cool. You know, you guys will actually have a chance of seeing how Blue Demilio's actually, you know, works. But yeah, pretty much it. Just so you guys informed of what's coming. Again, nothing confirmed for next week, but we'll see. I'm still waiting for them to add Green DN to the files. If she's not in there already, she might just be. But I'm still waiting for Green DN. Green DN should release eventually. She also could be the Hawk Pass unit. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.